Hey guys, I will show you now how you can easily and quickly make this kind of flap. First of all, I will pick a page for this element, and I have to say that almost for sure it will be some blank page without active prints, without some images like this, because my tags, they simply won't be visible. And if I use this kind of background, then of course our element will be more visible, more noticeable. So we do not use this kind of paper as a background. Here I have my tea stained page. I used these inks to stain the edges, and I also stain all the elements that I will be using. It's not like I pick anything I want. When I arrange elements on my spread, I always make sure that the more dark areas are spread along the edges, so the heavier part is to the sides. I don't really want to explain how it works in my mind and why it's like this. It's just the way I do this. Today I will be using tags from my medieval printable collection. I will leave the link below if you want to use the same images, but actually you can use anything you want, anything you like. You can use different shapes. It can be like squares or rounds, whatever you like. The technique will be just the same. I'm choosing the shapes. I don't really want to mix them because the images are already too busy. I don't want it to look too messy, you know. So if I'm gonna use these tags, then I would have to add some ribbons here to play with these holes. But again, I want to keep it simple now, so I will be using these kind of tags. Depending on the image that I have, I will be adding tags to the bottom or to the top. I don't want to cover this owl. I really like it. Here we can see these mushrooms. They're quite centered, so for this construction I don't really see them. And here I have these words that I don't want to cover also, so this one has to be on top somehow. You see, it doesn't work. If I want the owl be visible and these words to be visible, then I have to switch them, and the layers will go the other way. Not like this, but like this. We can see this darker part goes to the side. And also I like that now I have this line connecting to here. Also what I like about this line is that the color goes smoothly from this brown area to the blue one. So to me it looks like, you know, flowing. Here you can see this mat with centimeters. You can use whatever metric you like. The main thing is I can see these lines. I will align these two, and I will use just a bit of glue to make them stay together. All right. Now I want to add this one with the same measurements. So 3.5 down and 3.1 to the side. Perfect. And again, I will use just a bit of a glue. When I'm all done, I realized that I did not stain the edges. I'm really close to just make another video, but well, I'm showing you the whole process. Sometimes I do forget some things and I actually have to undo it, yeah, and fix it. It's a really nice glue, you know. It's already dry. Well, this is not my favorite part, but yeah, this is something that happens quite often. All right, I want to stain it from the inside too. I have a thing for stained edges. You see, now it looks immediately much more bright. Not bright, I don't know, grungy. It gives some volume. Well, again, I have to use some glue. Okay, and for now, 3.5 down, 3.1 to the side. You can again align the first tag and the last one to make sure that they're placed correctly. Well, yes, they are. I think it already looks cool, but of course that's not it. This is when you choose whether you want it to be visible. I mean, the, what you call them? The stitches. I'm gonna be using a dark thread, so it will be visible here, and the lighter color for the bottom. You can choose whether you add stitches just here to these corners, or you go through the whole thing. I like it better to go from here to here. So this is what I will do now. This is what I get. So I pretend it to be sewn, you know, to the page. Now the second one and the last one. I know that it's not important and that these threads are not holding anything, but still I want to keep it neat, so I will quickly do it like this and just trim it. Here I have these little pockets, and I will add something inside a bit later. And now I want to attach it to the page. I don't want to use too thick paper, but also I don't want to use just a regular thin one, so I'm gonna be using something in the middle. I think it's something like wrapping paper. It's quite strong, you know, so just like 2 centimeters stripe. I will simply fold it, and I will just measure this side a bit shorter. Perfect, perfect. I don't know, for some reason I don't want to have these square corners. I want to make them more roundish. So they will repeat this line. That's right. Perfect. Now to make it perfect, I actually will stain them too. Right. So some glue. This is just a regular white glue. Here I can see a thread. I will just use this thing to make it also grungy, less visible. Like this. And the last part is to glue it with the page. One more thing is I always kind of trying to keep all my spreads framed. So here I will not attach it to the very edge. I will leave like a few millimeters on both sides. And here you can see that it's sort of framed. Again, it adds some volume. It makes your page more complete. Perfect. Now I will just fill these pockets. I'm gonna be using just some paper leftovers, and I think this is a nice writing area just to make some sweet little note. Just like that. There you go. Of course, when I will be assembling all the pages, when I will be making the signatures, I will decorate this page a bit more, and the most likely I will add something else inside of these pockets. But for now, at least it will be reminding me to do that. Actually, this is it. My flap is done. I'm really happy with it. And as I said, you can use any materials that you have. You can use any shapes and colors that you like. You can either use or not your sewing machine to make these frames. But again, I just wanted to share my thinking process, you know, how I arrange my elements on the page, these sort of things. And you please feel free to ask me any questions that you have about this element, or maybe if you want to see something specific, you let me know and I will try to make another video that might be useful for you. Thank you for watching, and please stay safe, healthy and creative.